Hey guys, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How's everyone? I hope you guys are doing great. So in this video, this is my own game of 5.1k average MMR game. I played Omniknight support. So I'm basically gonna go through, it's gonna be a replay commentary where I talk about some good and bad plays. I'll be pointing out a lot of my mistakes. I'll be honest about them. At least I'll try to be. And I'm just talk about my insights. What was going through my mind in this situation, and basically every decision making that I was making and the reasons why, and whether it was right or wrong. Watching from my own replay right now. Okay, that's about it. Let's go. So my first item is kind of tricky. I am playing number 5 Omniknight support in this game. So Enigma was jungling, Shaker was going top, Slug was safe lane solo. Oh, not solo, safe lane carry. But I don't think I can do much. So I told him that I was gonna leave the lane earlier or later. So Slug was kind of solo this game. In Worker middle, they have Meeple. Looks like Meeple is gonna play mid. Ricky roaming, next assassin, support, roamer. Mirana could be roamer or carry. So I really didn't understand the lineup, but in like DOTA right now and this meta, everything works. Just because the lineup looks weird doesn't mean that is the end of the game. Yeah, and then they first picked Meeple, by the way. But I knew that the enemy team was frustrated, but this was my insight. 5k MMR game, to begin with, it's not even that high. 5k MMR is just far away from any pro level gaming. So I knew that this was not the end. If we end up making a bunch of mistakes, I knew that we were gonna lose to first pick Meeple, and that has happened to me many times. So I knew that first pick Meeple was always a bad pick, but it really didn't mean anything. It didn't mean everything. I knew this was gonna be a tough game because I didn't like the Slug. I didn't understand why he picked Slug. So if Axe is off lane, Slug will get countered. My prediction in this game was Axe off lane, and their Mirana was playing safe lane carry, because Mirana safe lane carry works these days. So, or even Meeple can be safe lane and Mirana middle. But judging from the minimap, Meeple is middle, Ricky is helping them, Ricky is helping him middle, and I had no idea what was coming to my lane. Okay, so it's Nyx and Mirana. When the range scripts start to attack here, I kind of knew that they had a ward here. So if this was a game where I hit another support, I would have bought a sentry and dewarded. But this is why I got a Venom Orb and Tango. That's my first item. I really thought that now Slug is getting fucked. I really thought that Axe was their off lane solo and Mirana was top carry. If Axe was solo bottom, as long as we managed to block the creeps very good at the minute mark 0, I really thought I was granting Slug a free farm. If I do zone him out with the Venom Orb and this Degen Aura, 1 versus 1 at Axe it's not even that bad. I tried it before and it was not even that bad. So this was my insight. I thought Axe was off lane, and by having Venom Orb and Degen Aura and 2 Tango, I thought I would do something in making my attempts to zone out Axe. But Axe didn't come to off lane. Axe was a safe lane solo, so their lineup is kind of interesting. So this is gonna be Nyx number 5 support and Mirana playing kind of off lane and number 4. So they were just lingering around the tower, and I knew that this was the right play. I had to steal their bounty rune, and I think I'm proud of my action here. I think I did a really good job in roaming and invading to the jungle and sapping 1 bounty rune. So Slug versus Nyx versus Mirana. It's a terrible matchup for Slug. I cannot really help him that much. If I were to stay in the lane, all I was doing was just splitting down experience with Slug. I may grant him 1 or 2 last hit, by just protecting him, but this was my insight. As long as I give him some experience and make him level 6 fully fast, I think this might be a better play. Because I'm Omniknight, I need to hit level 2, I need to hit level 3, I need some kind of farm to actually make some impact in the game. So this is what I did. I decided to single pull, and I decided to not to miss any last set here. I'm really concentrating here not to miss any last set. So they're casting some shit to Slug, they're throwing down a lot of shit to Slug, but at the beginning when I checked Slug's item, he had a tangle and a self, so I wasn't really worried about him getting harassed down. So I trusted in Slug that he is a guy who is able to last it under the tower. Now is a chance to, you know, give Mirana some miserable time following. And as soon as I stopped by the side shop, I bought the boost right away by clicking F5. Okay, I cancelled my animation. That 1-on-1 is a really good impale. I should have anticipated him using the impale. That was a really bad play. I was kind of frustrated and used the purification, but I don't think it did hit Mirana. Again, I even have boost now. I don't have any tangle. That is somewhat dangerous. But we pushed the lane. These two are now kind of stuck under the tower, and I'm doing this. I'm collecting the bounty run. I think I'm benefiting a lot by doing this. I really thought I was doing a lot by just doing this. I felt optimistic at this point because I kind of knew that Nyx Assassin was not a really good support player, and Mirana was not a really good support player. If they knew how to support, they would have definitely rotated. At least one of them have rotated and then collected the bounty run, and they don't do that. So this is where I feel like I was kind of better players than those two. Okay, so this is unfortunate. I think Slug got impaled and arrowed at the same time, so Slug is gonna die. So this is really bad. I'm not doing my job as a support in the bottom lane. But if you guys think about it, what else can I do? I'm Omniknight. I don't even have that much farm. By just standing next to Slug, do you think I can win a lane against Mirana, who has a solid right click, and Nyx Assassin, who has crazy amount of HP regen? Can I do some fair amount of HP trading? No, my answer was no. So I just decided to give Grant Invoker some vision, make him safe farm. So I was yelling at him. That I'm coming and fight the Reaper. I was really hoping that Enigma had some balls to get close to Reaper, but he didn't. Okay. So I was using my microphone right here. I was communicating, and I was telling him to don't back down. I'm coming to you. So luckily, Meepo kind of overextended, and my position was also kind of lucky. I was just rotating to the middle to put down a ward, and we found Meepo and we killed him. I think that was a really big kill. But what's my beef at this point was Shaker was dying too many times. Shaker already died 3 times, and I really didn't understand why. He really did not have to contest the axe, not even once in his lane. All he had to do was get Soul Ring right away and spam the fissure every time he gets to hit the last hit and harass the axe at the same time. That was his job, but I think Shaker was dying from Ricky's gank, so that was another unfortunate thing that was going through our team. I really needed repel. I do not recommend people to I think this was a little tricky play. When I hit level 3, I didn't put I actually saved my skill point. I didn't know. I was anticipating that I may need repel or purification depending on what would happen in the future, in the near future. So I saved my skill point, and I think I got repel when Enigma got engaged from Meepo in our jungle, and then I had to use my repel. So again, Meepo is putting down some pressure by sending one of his clones. Ricky just roamed to middle, and Invoker died. So Invoker was asking me to put down a sentry, but okay, that was a really nice house. Okay, so I don't know if the purification was the right thing. I have to go back here because I was confused. So basically what I did here was staying back. They initiated and I have to go in. He pounced, so I decided to use heal. I think this was the right choice. But my repel was kind of late. The slug took a lot of self damage from Dark Pact. If I did repel him faster and he did not take the damage from the Dark Pact, I think Slug might have lived, and this was a really big kill. They overextended and Slug was kind of soloing the lane. If I had granted him the kill here, this was really big, but my repel was late and I couldn't prevent him from dying. Okay, I had to get back here. I didn't want to stay because it was now hitting minute 8, and I was thinking, should I just play defensively and get my own bounty run, or should I try to do that? Should I try to do this again? Decided to do this, and I cannot contest him. I have to get back. Minute 8, bounty run time. I already got a lot of gold from collecting the bounty runs at early game, so I'm kind of fat. I got my boots and I have 900 gold. It is time to get arcane boots. So this is what I like to do as Omniknight. There are people getting a soul ring. Well, I respect their decision, but I think arcane boots was the better item because we have Invoker in my team and Slug. Slug and Invoker, they both do have some mana regen problem at early game, and even through the mid early game they still need some mana, so I figured that this was the right move. This is what I like to do. I sometimes play greedy, spend the least amount of my gold in buying wards and sentry and get the core items. This is exactly what you guys should do. Whenever I coach, I have to coach someone staying below, like 2 MMR, 1 MMR. Whenever they play supports, they are just stuck into this idea that because I'm a support, I have to play sacrificing, I have to buy wards, I have to buy sentry, but that is wrong. You should always focus on getting your own items, and then start buying some other wards and shits. So I got 1 TP here. I really didn't want Invoker to die. Now that we lost the middle tower, Invoker was kind of complaining that, why are you here, motherfucker? But now we're smoked. I'm gonna talk about it later. Now we're smoked, so we were talking that we're gonna go around. Enigma has black hole, we're gonna kill Meeple. Engaged, cold snap. He did this. Don't even have to cold snap. So Meeple again kind of overextended. So the reason why I was lingering around in the middle a little bit was I didn't want Invoker to die again. I was kind of worried about Ricky roaming into the middle, and I had to stay in the middle. I knew that Slug was fine once he hit level 6. This one though, this one was a great Echo Slam. Okay. After killing Meeple, we managed to push one tier 1 tower at the middle. Again, I'm stealing the bounty run. I'm doing this a lot. I think I've done this multiple times in this game, and I'm actually doing a lot of things in terms of economics. So I was really proud of it. Okay, I have invisibility now. I was out clicking, letting Slug know that I have invisibility, and somebody was hiding here, so that was Nyx. And Slug is low now. My invisibility was running out, and Slug was low. If Slug did not get nuked, I think we might have initiated, cancelling the clarity, doing some damage. And Ricky was here, and he was trying for the courier. The boost was on cooldown, so I had to control it. I think I did little micro here. Okay, I was microing the courier. So this is what you guys should do as a support. Micro the courier whenever you see somebody ganking the courier. I think that was a really great reaction. Okay, I repelled him right away. Instead of healing. And I popped my ulti, so I kind of did the right thing here. If I did heal him, that was late. I think Slug would have died. If I'd healed him and repelled, Slug was dead. But that was the thing. I think I made a right choice there. So sometimes this is a thing that you guys can do as Omni. If you heal and repel, most of the time it is good, it's gonna work, but there are many other times where it becomes too late if you heal and repel. Repel them, X is dead. So X was not expecting that. I was babysitting the slug. Now it's minute 12. I knew that the bounty rune has to respawn, but this was better. If you have to think about clearing down a wave versus aiming the bounty rune, always choose the wave. This is a lot of gold, and this is exactly how you guys should farm by playing supports. This is really rare chance. This does not come. Oh, should have mislasted. This is really beneficial to me, and it's really hard for as a support to find a place to farm. But around like if you're able to spot all these little things, like, oh, I should farm this, I should farm that, because nobody's there. If you have good map awareness, you will start doing that, and it will make you a better support. So try to pay attention to the minimap. And do you guys realize how much I am talking by just simply so I'm trying to like tell literally everything that was going through my mind in this game, and I'm talking a lot, right? So a lot of things are going through my mind in every game as I'm playing support. They might have, that was a bad word. I think Ricky saw me putting down a word. Okay, put down a sentry. I was really scared that somebody might be around and put down a sentry. So I was like yelling to my team, I'm gonna repel. Okay, bait. And Axe is behind, get the fuck out. I did, I yelled at them. I yelled that Axe was behind. And that was a really bad play by me. I should have healed Enigma, not Invoker. Okay. No dust, no sentry. Really bad. Now by doing this, every one of our enemies are, I think every one of them are now trying to get our first offlane tower, and which is naturally granting Slug to free farm a little bit for a bit and push down and pressure the bottom tower. I think Ricky was a good player here in this game. Ricky was really annoying. So I decided to buy a lot of sentry now that I have arcane boots and magic wand and a mango for soul ring. I thought I had enough items. Ricky was here. I was yelling at Ricky was here, and I really thought Slug hurt me and he was going to react, but he didn't. And now we saw Meeple. I saw Meeple. I was worried about it, and I'm trying to. And he caught the courier. Repelled, so I knew Meeple was here. I also told him that I have ulti, but really great smoke screen by Ricky. I'm dead here. Yeah, I'm dead. So I was talking to Slug. Why didn't you react to me? Why didn't you do anything when I said come? Because Ricky was about to come. Ricky was about to climb up the high hill here, and if Slug had actually listened, I think Slug had enough time to pounce him. But Slug didn't. Maybe I was expecting things too much from him. Meeple is Diffuser Blade now. Now Meeple is really scary. I was really scared of people getting that Diffuser Blade around this time. I think he's gonna die. Yeah. So this is where I realized that the enemy team has a ward all over our jungle, literally. Because if you actually see the enemy position, they are just roaming around. They are just invading into our jungle. That's a really good clue that they have a vision in our jungle. They feel comfortable invading in. But thing is, even if I really do want to D-ward, I cannot go anywhere else by myself. I'm just gonna die. If I see Ricky, I'm gonna die. And Meeple just got the Roshan. So we're losing. We're losing really hard. This was just my prediction that they might have a ward. Like I said, they were being really aggressive. This means they have aggressive wards. So that was a really good guess, I think. And my item build is, I knew that since they have Ricky, Nyx Assassin, and Mirana, that makes them 3 invisibility, right? I knew that in this game I should be buying a lot of sentries because they have 3 invisibility heroes. And yeah, I think I was okay at becoming a sacrificing support, but here's the thing that I want to talk about. I'm ready to become a sacrificing support at this time, because I have the core items: Magic Wand, Arcane Boots, I have Mango, and I'm gonna transition into Soul Ring, so I have enough items as a number 5 support. Almost all of you that has got coaching lesson from me, you guys don't do this. What you guys do is you guys start from behind and you will end up behind. But I now have decent amount of farm because I was greedy at early game. I'm gonna put a center right here. So this was my prediction that Ricky is gonna come right around here, and I was right again. I was really scared about Maple diving in because he had Aegis, but yeah, Ricky was dead. And as expected, they are going to engage in. I don't know why I did not repel him. That was all my bad pictures. I should have repelled him, definitely. And I didn't cast my ulti there because I knew that Meeple had diffuser blade and I should let Yumoko die. And after Meeple went down, this is where I cast my ulti. Luckily we got Meeple. I have no clue why I didn't repel him right there. That was a horrible mistake. Why didn't I repel him? Fuck, I played so bad. Okay. So when Slug died here, okay, things are going on, but right here I thought I did repel him. I really did. But I don't know what I was doing. Maybe I misclicked. I think I did misclick him. Yeah, I misclicked it. I clicked on the ground or something and I didn't repel him. This did not work. I was wondering why Slug died, and shortly after the Slug had died, I realized that my repel was not on cooldown. So this is where I realized that I fucked up, and I was panicking. After that I was like, what the fuck, I didn't cast repel, and now I'm panicking, I'm gonna die. So this is where I was being stupid. This was a big mistake, and Enigma, thanks to Enigma. Yeah, my team is now carrying me. That was a really bad mistake. That should not happen to me. Okay. So if you have this amount of, if you have it's minute 19, and if you have Magic Wand, Arcane Boost, and Soul Ring, and good amount of Sentry and Observer Ward and Dust, I think you are pretty fat as number 5 support. I'm playing number 5 in this game. If you have this amount of item, if you manage to farm this amount, you are a good number 5 support. You guys should do this. Get greedy. And I knew that once I get these 2 core items, I knew that I would end up getting this item forever. I won't be able to make any more progress from here because I have to buy Sentry. Okay. Did heal him. A little bit delayed his death, but they are actually stronger than us right now, and Sok is not even that fat, so we had to get back. D-ward. Good kill. So as you guys can see, I am putting down a lot of Sentry, and I'm doing good. I'm dewarding, I'm granting a vision. What this Sentry does is this is now going to allow Slug to farm jungle safely. If Slug runs into Nyx Assassin or Ricky, he's in danger. He really is in danger because they have Axe who can jump in with Blink Dagger and Force Staff. They have Mirana who can arrow from the long range. They have Meepo who can also jump in. So it's really needed for the sentry. So my sentry is now doing a lot of work here. Okay. Okay, I can see now why I was dead. Okay. Let me go back then. So when I was engaging in, this was good. We killed Ricky, and I think killing myself was okay. I just wanted Earthshaker to run away. So this healing was meant to nuke down the Meepo. And this guy was the lowest HP here. I really doubt Slug was saying this, and Slug was right-clicking the lowest guy. But Meepo kind of juked us, and he did a lot of damage with the poof. So I think that is why I died, and I even had my ulti, but this really doesn't do anything against the Diffuser Blade. So I think I die. I deserve to die here. Okay, Meepo is dead. I should have just stayed back and played defensive. Meepo was dead already, and I ended up giving him my death. I ended up feeding him once. I did not have to die, but I should remind myself to always back the fuck down and don't be greedy. There was no need to right click Meepo. It was way too dangerous. Again, I've just bought another sentry. My next item is gonna be Force Staff, of course. Force Staff is great against Meepo. It's just good. Force Staff is always good against everyone in the enemy team. Force Staff is good against Ricky. Whenever Ricky initiates on you with the screen smoke, you're gonna Force Staff out. So Force Staff makes sense. Whenever you get purged and slow by Diffuser Blade, you're gonna Force Staff out. So Force Staff is another core item. So this makes sense. Putting down a sentry to the jungle. So because we had a sentry here, we saw somebody coming in. So here's what's going through my mind, or what was going through my mind since minute 10. I was believing in my allies that as long as I grant my slug some farm in jungle by putting down a sentry, we can come back from this game. That was my insight. Saved Enigma, we killed Ricky, because we had a sentry here. And as a talent, yeah, I forgot to mention about it. I think I almost always take plus 60 gold per minute over the experience gain. I think 60 plus gold is much better as number 4, number 5 support Omni. So if I did not have this talent, I don't think I would have been able to buy a lot of sentries. But thank God to this talent, I'm buying a lot of sentries every minute. Again, putting down a sentry here and there, because we kind of want to push their safe lane tower. That is why I'm putting down a sentry and I'm putting down a ward. Okay, next spot gem. I didn't know that. Oh. We found Axe. Don't think we can initiate. Even have a dust now. Was kind of sad that I did not have a sentry. If I did, I would have put them right here. But the enemy team knew that everyone was hiding, everyone was literally sitting behind Invoker, so they did not engage in, which was smart play by them. If they did, they would have died. We had Enigma's Black Hole with Echo Slam, and Omni was sitting behind, so it was not a wise thing for them to initiate on. And they just gave up the tower. That was a good play by the enemy team. Again, I have the gold, and I bought a set of sentry. I wanted to D-ward here, repelled. And I panicked. This is where I panicked. I died here. So Mirana was hitting so hard, she had a Dazzle, and I didn't even see it was coming. That Apple Slam was meant for Meepo. So I was telling Shaker that you should save Echo Slam always for Meeple, not everyone else. Because Echo Slam is the only way right now that we can kill Meeple. We just simply don't have enough damage. We don't have enough physical damage to kill Meeple, so Echo Slam was the only way. I was pinging again that they have a ward here, and if you ever does that, you're gonna die. You're in danger. I was telling him to back the fuck off and somebody's gonna come. And yeah, Mirana is here, saying that, because they have a ward. I was taking Mirana's item. If you guys see her item, yeah, this is crazy. She's hitting so fucking hard. Mirana is hitting so fucking hard. Wow. Mirana is cheese now. So we are in a really bad spot. So I was pinging, telling my allies that come, help me deward here. I don't want to die again. But none of them came, so I decided to go in, repel, sentry, deward, and get the fuck out. Roshan went down around minute 26, 25 and a half. So I was telling my teammates that we better turtle and play defensive up until minute 30, until the Aegis expire. Because I don't see we winning the team fights when Meeple is holding Aegis and someone else is holding cheese. And this is luck. I got baited by this, and this is where I realized that this is illusion. But I was actually freaking out, and we saw that Sluck was going on in solo, and this was really bad play by him. I told him I don't understand what you're doing, cause Meeple just got Aegis, everyone saw it, and Sluck just decided to run in solo. So Mirana is now taunting Aegis Lark. You know, this happens. This is South Asian server. This happens. Everybody just makes fun of each other. But yeah, that was a bad play by Sluck. That was a really bad play. I think I deserved to die there. That was my bad position mistake. Okay, so now that this guy's done, I'm paying attention. But luckily nobody comes in. And they are hiding. I guess they murdered right away. So this is where I realized that they have a gem here, and which means is that once they have a gem, that just means that they want to finish the game right away. That's what that means. They're gonna finish the game right here and now. So we have to be really focused right now. They're gonna come in. They're gonna come in, and we have to find a way to counter initiate on them, and find a way to kill Meeple twice. Shaker has a really good farm. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck back here. Shaker, please. Please. Don't dive in like that. Okay, Shaker is going in. Instead, so yeah, that was a Shaker. I don't think Shaker knew that they had a gem. Saving Invoker. Just throwing every one of my spell in hopes that something good happens. X died. Shadow Dance. Let him get back. This is where I was yelling, get him, because he just switches, I guess. I repel slap. The tornado. Enigma bought back. That was a really nice buyback. That was a big kill. Yeah. So this is where I was like, phew. Seriously, if we had lost the fight, that was the game. That was the end of the game. And we already fucked up. by Shaker diving in like that, but we managed to kill them all, so this was a really good turnaround. Now that I got a 4 staff from those kills, so I now have 1 core. I would say 1.5 core. 4 staff is 1. Arcane plus Soul Ring makes 1. Good job. I told him fucking good job. Thank God we got him. Here's the thing, by the way. I don't think I need Soul Ring. I almost never use Soul Ring in this game, so I don't know, guys. I don't think this is needed. I always thought Soul Ring was kind of bad item for Omni. That Omni doesn't even need Soul Ring, unless he's in offlane core. I really don't think he needs Soul Ring. So Soul Ring is good whenever Omni is kind of spamming Purification every time. So that is when you're laning as Omni. When you're laning as Omni, you need Soul Ring early to win the lane, because you're gonna have to spam your skill every 20 seconds. It was not even 20, it's 30 seconds cooldown. I 4-stepped him out to save him, killed him, repel, and Maple is dead. So if I did not have a 4-staff, Enigma was dead right away. Maybe I could have just repelled him instead of in saving. I think that was a better choice, yeah. I think it was better for me to save the 4-staff and just repel the Enigma. But still, what's gonna happen is people can still right-click him down. That was my concern. Meepo has a really good right click, and if Meepo actually did right click him down, Enigma might have died. So 4-staff also makes sense. I knew that Echo was gonna come, so I was pinging, but they got called. Chris dead. I 4-step Invoker out to save him. Ugh, impaled. Chain stunned by Axe, so we're not looking back. Oh, that was bad. That was actually so bad. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, so I should have used my ulti. I have to go back, guys, I'm sorry, I have to go back. So I did good thing, pushing Invoker away. I saved him. But right here, when we were doing this, I think I should have anticipated Axe coming back, or so Nyx stunning me was totally out of my mind. I didn't know. I was not anticipating Nyx stunning me. I was only worried about Axe, but I knew that Blink Dagger was on cooldown because it's 12 seconds, and I kind of knew that we had time. But this was a problem. He impaled me, and this was a problem. Now I'm stunned. This is where I realized I'm in trouble, because Axe is gonna come in sooner or later, and Axe called him. So now at this moment we're dead. We're dead. So not counting Nyx in my head was the mistake. I was not worried about Nyx's impale. Still, positioning like that, so I was a little greedy in right clicking the enemy whoever was caught. I think that was also bad. Whenever I'm playing against Axe and somebody, and I'm playing Omniknight, as long as I stay behind and catch some spell, it makes the enemy team really hard to kill Slark, and I'm being annoying. So that's what I should have done. I should pay extra attention to my positioning, even in those kind of situations. Okay. Oof, I was really worried that Invoker might die here. I bought the Tom because nobody was using it. Hit level 16. Getting level is always good. Don't think they can push Suck coming back in 10 sec, or Shaker is back, so they have to get back. We're just waiting now. We're just waiting for everyone else to revive. Yeah, Mirana was kind of a problem here. Mirana was hitting so hard that her right click damage was really threatening to me. Okay, so Enigma just got a gem. Enigma just got the gem. And I think this was the right move. This guy needs the gem, and they had a ward in our base. Enigma needs gem to cast the black hole. Black hole, if anything, we have 2 ways of flipping the game. This guy's Echo Sam, but Shaker was doing kind of poor job in big team fights, so we have to rely on Enigma for one big black hole. So getting the gem was the right thing. They have a lot of invisibility. And somehow our smoke just broke down. This is where I realized that Ricky is around, so I put down a sentry. And Maple got caught. So that smoke was totally worth it. And I saw I just pinged top. I knew Mirana was there. And Mirana had Desolator. We know that Mirana has a Desolator. So I was telling my teammates that one of us has to eventually go back to top. So we now have to make a decision. Meepo is dead for 80 seconds, that is a long time. But Mirana is just so good at pushing. Mirana is really so good at pushing that if they just do this, if they make some delays, and Mirana is already here. Mirana is already here. And I didn't want to go in. I was telling my teammates to go back to top tower. This is not worth it. They'll find a way to defend. They will find a way to defend and we have to get back. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe we should just, you know, just Meepo was down for 50 seconds, we should just push middle. Maybe that was a better decision, but I really didn't want Mirana to take any objectives. So eventually going middle was the wrong choice. When we killed Meepo right here, we should have pushed top tower right away instead of wasting. So we just wasted a lot of time middle. We wasted a lot of time, and that was bad. I was the one who told my team to go middle, try middle. So that was my decision, but I don't like my decision anymore. Watching the replay right now. Okay, Invoker got the BKB. Stock got the BKB, so they have the right item choices. BKB is needed when you're playing against Mirana, Nyx, and Meepo. You need to get BKB. Without BKB, I don't see anyone in my team surviving. So they got the BKB. Thank God. They are good players. Just granting vision. Again. Just putting down a lot of sentries all over the map. So just because your team has a gem doesn't mean you can stop buying the sentries. You still need to buy the sentries even if one of your allies are holding the gem. And especially in this kind of game where you're playing against Ricky, Nyx, and Mirana, buying sentries overly purchasing sentry makes sense. This made sense to me, and I did it. X got BKB. Again, putting down sentry. Sentry. We really just wanted to push the tower. And we knew that we have to be careful. Granting vision. We have to get back to base right away because they're pushing bottom. And they have Meepo, they have Mirana with the Desolator. Their split pushing is actually really good. That we just can't. I was telling my teammates that okay, this might sound boring, but we cannot let them split push. That is the way we might lose the game eventually. My next item is Lotus Orb, but I highly doubt that I would ever get close to getting this item. Because I have to buy sentry. I would just have to buy sentries, that's it. Okay, so I think I moved to Glimmer Cape instead. Yeah, Glimmer Cape is good. Glimmer Cape is always good for supports. So what I told my team right now is Roshan might be up. Roshan might be up now and start scouting. And start pushing out the wave so we can rush on. Shaker just dewarded. So every one of them disappeared from the minimap. They just disappeared from the minimap and I was scared. I was scared they might have just smoked and with my Meepo. So okay, they didn't smoke. Maybe they did, who knows. So check the Roshan. And we found them top. Thanks to my ward there, we found them top. This is my ward doing something here. My ward is doing something. Dust. Next got caught. Suck BKB right away. That was a fantastic BKB usage. I just repelled him because BKB was gonna run out. Okay. There's my ulti, but stuck. Okay, that was kind of shitty. And Meepo was pushing bottom. I don't have TP here. Oof, that fucking Meepo. So I think I did a little better in the team fight. I think I did a little better in my positioning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this wave up. Miss last set. Missing last set. Focus. Okay. It's minute 40. The bounty rune, which gives a lot of gold, and Roshan was up. We forgot about Roshan. We even have double damage now. We can Roshan really easily. Still should be careful of Roshan. I guess snatch from Mirana. Axe. I knew that I had to put down a sentry here. I have to put down a sentry. Okay. They got the Aegis and Juice now for the first time in this game, and it made sense to me to push middle. This is our chance to push middle. Gonna do the same thing. Pay attention to my positioning. Just stay way behind. I have Glimmer Kill, and that was a fucking big kill. Fucking big kill by Slark. And Ricky typing easy seems like the enemy team hates each other. Flaming time. Shout back. BKB, so I do not have to repel or anything. Suck use cheese right away. Ah, well, Axe had a BKB, so he couldn't pounce him. Time to get back. Because Mirana just bought back, and Maple is now split pushing bottom. So I saw Maple pushing down, pushing bottom lane, and I was telling my teammates somebody has to go back. I need somebody to go back. And oh my god, he should not have missed it. He should not have missed the pounce. Okay, Ricky doing that, but I have 4 stab, I have Glimmer Cape, I cannot die. Dodge that arrow. 4 step in, kill him, repel him, Glimmer Cape him, everything, just save him. That black hole was kind of unfortunate, but we still got Axe, I think. We still got Axe, okay. And Maple was pushing bottom, so I thought we fucked up really big time. Glyph. Don't think that Glyph was the right. Oh, this was okay. Kill Maple. Whew. Fuck the Maple. So I think I did amazing in saving Enigma right there. Enigma did not land the perfect black hole, but I did my job as Omni. I saved him by getting close to him, using my 4 staff, Purification, Repel, and then Glimmer Cape. If I did it, Enigma was dead. Why are the techniques so shit? Oh. We lost. Just thanks to this meeple. Time to push mid. Bottle TP. Time of knowledge. Use the okay. I really didn't like Shaker using his ultimate like that. He should always, when he's playing against Meeple, he should even anticipate Meeple having the buyback, and save his echo time. He's gonna die. I even repelled him. I repelled him. Yes, I guess. I was paying attention to the minimap. I just pinged the bottom tower, saying that Meeple was bottom. Hey, we have to get the fuck out. But I don't have TP again. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't buy TP. Maybe I did not have the money when I was coming back to the base. I don't think I did. I don't think I had the money. to buy the TP. So I told my team that since Meepo keeps split pushing, let us push bottom through up until this point, about this point, and then we push middle where we do something. But we really have to push every lane. Invoker had boots of trouble, so I asked him to split push. You're the guy who has to control the lane. Just giving some random vision where the enemy team might not find my ward. That was a good vision, I think. So, ooh, Meepo found them. Get out. He dodged really good. Meepo is dead. Rana is dead. Got the item. Same thing happening. Ice wall. He got caught. I was telling them, I am near. Fight them, fight them, fight them. I just used my dust, and then he's dead. So that's the end. That was it. That's the game. And you can see everyone shit talking to each other. This happens a lot in my server, guys. This is just I think this is just culture thing that they like to all chat. I was actually shocked at first time when I moved to this server. I was really shocked that everyone was fucking toxic, but now I get it. Now I'm like I just don't fucking care. I think they are being toxic because they are people who likes to have fun. They're just having fun chatting, so we don't necessarily have to tell them that they're toxic. They just chat a lot. They just chat a lot, and they just make fun of each other. I was actually telling my team, why don't we just go for the throne? What's the perfect time to go for the throne? We didn't. We might be giving them another chance to come back by giving them the mega creeps. That was just going through my mind because when I'm playing ranked games, I don't want to lose ridiculous. I consider the worst possible scenario that can ever happen, and yeah, my teammates were talking shit, but I was actually afraid of losing, even losing in this moment. We just gave them another chance. If we had just went for the throne, that was the game, but we didn't. So that's what I see, and that's what my teammates do not see. I cannot save him. Can I save him? Nice fissure there. Repel. Just positioning myself. I'm not making the same mistake again. So okay. Thanks, Invoker. Okay. That's it. I'm gonna win now. So in that fight, I think what I did great was I had to let Invoker die. I knew that there was no way to save him. If I had to save him, I had to force F in and then try to do some weird shit to save him, but I knew there was an overextension. I let him die, and then I just stayed behind my core all the time. I think that was the right play as Omniknight. The game's over. So this was a really close game, and I think I enjoyed a lot. It was a really fun game. I believe that Mirana was a good player. Mirana was creating a lot of space to their team. Okay. So I'm now sitting at 5.1. I think I can get much higher. And everyone else was about the same. They were 5k, 5.1k, 5.2k. Okay. 350 GPM, not bad. But a lot of centuries. I think this is the new record that I just made. 5,380 gold in buy support items. 19 wards, 36 centuries, and 3 dusts. Yeah, I think this is gonna be my personal record of the purchasing the support items. So like I said, overall I think I did play okay. but I made one or two crucial mistakes that might have costed the game, so I think I can get a lot better. Okay, that's it guys, thank you for watching.